Alright guys, welcome back to the second part of how to speedrun the Wind Waker. Normally in segment wise, this segment is from outset, the very end of outset to the end of, or receiving the spoils bag, and that's one segment. But in this episode I'm going to be going over everything through spoils bag through the end of FF1. So basically this is like the end of the cutscene, and you're going to be going through text and a little bit of like cutscene that goes on through this until you enter the pirate ship. So basically you're gonna just start off and mash Tetris text and get it out of the way. Then that's the end of the cutscene. So for this you're gonna want to hold just back and then roll a little bit, or you don't even have to roll, and then just L target and then roll to the door. This trick, it's not really a trick, but it's more of like a maneuver, I guess. Just hold forward very slightly, let go and roll, and then let go of the control stick so that way Link hangs like that. You can L target, but it doesn't really matter. But when you press A, you're gonna want to hold forward and then mash the A button. So A, hold forward, and then mash A, or time it. It doesn't really matter. So mash Niko's text and just mash this whole cutscene or text scene. None of it really matters. He's just basically explaining how to do the game quickly, or how to do the game, I guess. Everything from outset to like the end of FF1, or I should say everything from the start of the run till up to the Wind Waker is kind of boring, so there's not really much to help with, I guess, except for like little strats and like helpful tips. So I won't be really I will be talking through like the videos and stuff, trying to help, but this is the end of the cutscene. This last text box where it says, of course, if you manage to do it faster, I'll reward you. You can A and B it, so you can just mash A and B, and then for here you're gonna sidewalk to the right and then side hop, and then land in front of this pillar or in front of the block. So hold forward, roll, and then just time your jump, and then just jump from rope to rope, while turning your control stick to aim at the next area. So just roll to the last platform and then talk to Niko. Oh, and another little tip, for the ropes, if you mash A, or if you double tap A, Link will get off the ropes faster. So, and you'll land, like normally you'll land right in the middle of the ropes. So it's pretty easy. And then for this, we're just gonna roll straight to the chest and open it. And this is the spoils bag, so. So Tetra gives you a little bit of text there, and then for here, we're gonna save warp again. So press start, right or left, button, it doesn't matter, and then A, and then X, B, and start. And that's the save warp. Oops, wrong file. Nice. Also Link's soft reset, but it didn't work. Alright, I'm gonna do something real quick. Copy over my quest 1 log for quest 3. Alright. And then I'm just gonna load up my file 1. Alright, so now for this, the timing for this is kind of important. you're gonna want to mash through the text as fast as possible and go to the ladder like almost immediately. If you miss the ladder, then you're gonna have to mash the text quite faster, or as fast as you possibly can, because the light cycle is going on right now, outside of pause menu. So that's kind of important. You're gonna want to get to the ladder as fast as possible. Okay, so get to the ladder and then climb it. Once you're at the ladder, it's pretty straightforward. You just hold up and then climb the ladder. There's no fast climbing in this game. Kind of unfortunate, but it still works out though. And then don't forget, you're gonna want to go through this text as fast as you can. Okay, and that was all the text. It seems like it's shorter than it really is, but it's a lot shorter on Japanese, so the light cycle is different than it is on English. Alright, so when he climbs up, you're going to want to just hold to the right. Let me pause for a second. You're going to want to hold to the right and hold L, and then just mash the A button as fast as you can. And then he'll side hop into this cutscene, which is the Gossip Stone cutscene. In Japanese, it's kind of interesting. You can just literally just side hop over this trigger, but in English it's very, very large. It goes like it goes to the second staircase, like right here. Okay, let me just go through this text and then pause real quick, because the text still matters. Okay, so for this you're gonna want to hold down on the control stick, and then roll immediately, and then press the L button to target, like that. And then you're gonna keep going up these stairs, and then just keep rolling in a certain way to get the rupees. So you're gonna want to let this light pass, and then just roll through it, and then wait for this light to go through, and then roll past, wait for this one, and then roll up the stairs. Once you're past that part, it's kind of straightforward, but there's this trick here. It's called the window jump. So what I normally do is I roll, and then when I get to this point, I line myself up with the wall, and then I kind of roll against the wall, and then push forward, and at the last point of it, or the last part of the wall, I kind of just hold forward, and then slightly angle it to the right, so that way I roll into the window, and I failed it. Nice. But you get the idea. The trick is easy for me in a speedrun, but when I'm trying to walk through it, it's more of on the difficult side, as like tutorial, I guess. So I kind of just learned how to do it myself. Nice, bonk. And there we go. Okay. So yeah, for this you can either side hop or just like roll like that and to get off. And it doesn't really matter, but yeah, you're just gonna want to get off that windowsill and then roll over here and then to the ladder and climb the ladder. There's a bokoblin here at the top of the light tower, or at the top of this ladder, and you gotta kill him to be able to sidle across. So a lot of people have their own little strats for this, but I personally roll into this cutscene at a sharper angle than directly at the bokoblin. I hold down on the control stick, so C down, and then, C down, plus I hold down on the control stick, and then I angle it slightly upward to the left, so that way I can walk to the pot. And then the bokoblin hits me in the pot. And then you're going to want to quick spin the bokoblin to get him off the edge, and then normally he dies, so, and that allows you to just continue on. And then back walk, there's this little angle. I kind of jumped off too soon for it to be helpful in a tutorial, so let me go back up there and help. Alright, hopefully the stick didn't bounce off, because there's this, I need a stick for it. Okay, good. Alright. So, what I use for a visual cue is there's this little dark mark right here that I look for, right here on the ground by Link's feet, and I look for that and turn in this direction. It's kind of lenient, to be honest. You don't have to, like, your angle can be like that and you can still make it, or it can be like that. You don't have to be completely flat, but I kind of just wing it, I guess. So anywhere past, see, if you're in front of this line, you're probably not going to make it. You're just going to, I mean, you possibly can, but try to be on the right side of it because it's easier to make. But you're going to want to back walk and then time it to where you're at the windowsill and then jump slash. Which is, you jump slash by pressing B button. And then drop the stick with R instead of throwing it with A. So just drop and then roll to the door. This rope here is kind of tricky, but when you get used to it, it's kind of easy. So just walk right here, flat, and line up with the rope, and then just roll at the rope. And then double tap A again, and then roll to this door and open it. For this next area, just roll 7 times, and then you can sidle against this wall, and then like sidle into the door, and it saves like a second, kind of like that. Okay, now I'm gonna pause immediately for this because this is where a lot of things can go wrong. Okay, so what you're gonna do here, it can be very tricky or it can be very easy depending on how you learn it. How I learned it the hard way. I learned it to where the second moblin, caught me many times before I learned how to do it well. So, this is going to be the inputs, what we're going to do. We're going to press B, but you're normally not going to pause here. You're just going to go as soon as you can. We're going to hold forward, roll in at the barrel, and then stop running, like let go of the control stick at the barrel, mash A as fast as you can to pick up the barrel, and then drop it immediately. Then we're gonna roll to there's this little pillar next to the moblin, the first moblin, that you're gonna basically squeeze around. You're gonna go angle it very slightly around the pillar, and then just keep rolling past around it. Because if you go at the first moblin, if you go at that pillar at a wider angle, you'll still be caught. So that avoids, or that doesn't help at all. So you're gonna want to go at it at a very slight angle and basically rub up against the pillar is what I'm trying to say. So remember, roll against the pillar, mash A. Okay, and okay, for this moblin, in that whole room, you're gonna do 7 rolls up until the point where this wall ends, and then when you get to the end of the wall, just C up the little yellow stick, you're gonna want to see down. Actually, excuse me. You're gonna want to hold the C down, and then so that way you can see around the wall. And then you're just gonna walk normally around the wall. You can get bad RNG with this moblin. A lot of people still, like even experienced runners, can still get their runs ended by it. So you're definitely gonna want to watch out for that moblin. But if you do get bad RNG for that moblin, you can just like walk against this wall and he won't see you. Except he saw me. But yeah, if he sees you before, you can just roll into this wall at an angle, kind of like this, but like coming from, I'm gonna wait for the moblin to go so that way I can show you. But like if he sees you when you're down here, you can just roll into the wall like that, and he will not catch you. So we're gonna open this door and then continue. For this moblin, you're gonna wanna, there's another moblin up here, and you're gonna wanna get past him. So let me pause again. Okay. You're gonna wanna roll as fast as you can. Try not to drop any rolls because the rolls are kind of important for this moblin. You're basically gonna wanna run around the corner or get to the barrel as soon as you can. Pick it up, drop it as soon as you can, for it to work. And then when we're rolling, we're gonna roll next to the wall and try to cut the corner as fast as possible. Try not to have a wide angle around it, like I said earlier. Otherwise, he can still catch you. So try to cut the corner as much as possible. I'll try to explain it when I get there, but yeah. Alright, pick up the barrel. And then he's walking, so I can immediately just drop it. And then cut the corner. So kind of like that, you're going to cut the corner. You're not going to go at the angle. Here, let me telescope. You're not going to want to cut the corner and go super wide, because he can still catch you even with the invisible like barrier or barrel glitch kind of thing. So try to avoid going at that around that corner wider than you need to. And then we're just going to continue up here. And then for this, you're just going to hold forward and then press A. And then you'll be sidling and just tap the control stick to the left. Just tap it as fast as you can. The faster you can, the more optimal, I guess. There's not really a precise timing for it. It's just do it, I guess. Just tap it. And then walk over to this, sidle again, and don't fall like I did. I try to get close as possible, so that way it speeds up the tutorial. But yeah, try to get there and don't fall off like I did. It's kind of a rookie thing to do. But yeah, sidle again. Okay, that was one. And then sidle again. I'm not gonna fall this time. But yeah, sidle again. And then remember, tap it like pretty frequently, like as fast as you can to the left. And then at this point, you can let go of the A button, so you don't have to sidle anymore. And then just roll up the stairs into this cutscene. This cutscene is kind of weird, and it's kind of tricky at the same time, but all you're going to want to do... Here, let me pause. Alright. So you're going to want to hold L through that entire first beginning of that cutscene. So hold L. Don't target him. You're supposed to hold L before it. And then roll twice into the sword. And then when you get the sword cutscene, you're going to want to target the bokoblin, forward thrust 5 times, and then quick spin. Quick spin, don't do that. You can actually jump slash in this cutscene, but you have to mash pretty quickly, or time it very precisely. Basically that was Forsaken Fortress, or the end of Outset, till Forsaken Fortress 1, and we're done now. So basically to continue the game, you just go to the store and open it, and that's the end of the cutscene. So with that, that's the end of this episode, and thank you for watching.